Heifer time.
Hello, it's Karen.
And Ruth, hello.
Hello, happy Thursday.
And happy 4th of July tomorrow.
Yeah, because we probably won't upload tomorrow, will we?
No, for the 4th of July people.
Unless this does come out tomorrow, in which case, still happy 4th of July.
Whatever day you see it.
Have a blast.
Woo, woo.
And while you're watching all those fireworks, think about Meryl and the fireworks she's watching. Love that for her.
Karen.
Yeah.
How do missiles work?
Well, if you've got to ask that.
You should be in Senior Medal.
Exactly. Anyway, on to Mama Dukes.
Alejandro.
And today's offering, Skims Dupe, Mama's Glow Up. Now, as you'll have seen from the thumbnail, you haven't seen it yet, have you, Ruth?
No.
The thumbnail is daycare for this, and that's the theme of this video in reality, because I was a little bit angry when I watched it. In fact, I was so angry that I had to take a few hours to calm down.
She did. I can confirm that.
Have my dinner, take Toffee for a walk.
Chill
out, yeah. And
watch a horror film. It was horrible.
And finally, I feel calm enough to voice my opinion.
In a concise, delicate way.
Yes.
No.
Intelligent observations.
Okay.
And not just a gut reaction.
Okay.
Probably.
Good morning. Pardon this rough angle, but my other tripod is giving me trouble. I am currently driving to the gym. I just dropped off Anderson at daycare.
Well, how lovely for you, Mama Dukes.
She looks delighted about it as well, doesn't she?
Yep.
In fact, you'd have thought she'd just been shopping on her own and bought a load of snacks. She's so delighted.
So, if you missed it, we started doing daycare just 2 days a week. And we toured a bunch of places to make sure we found one that we felt really, really comfortable and safe with. And I am so relieved that Anderson loves it there.
Well, when did all this happen? Because she's not mentioned it, has she? Other than saying they were going to get help.
Yeah.
Now, if she had really done that, she'd have vlogged it.
Oh, yes.
Not inside the facilities, but she'd have vlogged outside.
Yeah.
And said, oh, look, I'm on the way now. Here we are looking at daycares. You're lying. You just one lying fecking witch.
Wild stab in the dark there. He's been in daycare since he was 3 days old. Of course he loves it because he's been able to bond with real human beings and he's allowed to stay awake.
Precisely. And I dare say it's those human beings that have got him eventually to the sitting position.
Yeah.
Because she's done nothing for him. Literally nothing.
This kid is going to be such a social butterfly. He already kind of is, and he's just like a 10-month-old. It's kind of crazy. He loves the people, loves to play and be around other babies.
So the stranger danger just lasted for that one vlog, did it?
Obviously. Yeah.
Who do you think you're talking to?
She thinks we're a bunch of plebs. She really does.
She is a very, very low IQ, low value, I hesitate to use the word human being.
Yeah. And if Anderson is such a social butterfly and loves other children, why didn't you join a mum and baby group? I've often said this in the comments and probably on video. Why didn't you join a mum and baby group where you could meet other mothers and he could be around other babies? And perhaps you would have learnt a thing or two. Oh no, but then they're not TikTok, are they? Which is the font of all knowledge in your life and in your head. If it's not on TikTok, it's worth nothing. You're an absolute joke.
My speculation is He's been in daycare for months and months and months. Why would she need to move her fat tussock off the settee, miss her shoes, to join a mother and baby unit? She's not a mother.
No.
She doesn't want to be a mother.
That's so true.
Thank you.
He is doing really, really well. So I am thrilled because I was, of course, nervous. I'm like, if he doesn't like it, I will not do it. But like, he adjusted really well and is really happy. So yeah, we just do 2 days a week. And honestly, it helps a lot for me to be able to like film or edit a little bit more, because right now, like I've said, I can pretty much only do it while he is asleep.
Well, by my calculation, based on what you've put out, that gives you 22 hours a day.
Exactly, because he was always napping.
Always.
And we saw what she did when he was napping. What did she do? Get a lunch and watch the TV.
Yeah.
So don't tell us you work while he's napping. You don't work full stop anyway. As we're going to see in this vlog, spoiler alerts.
You know, she's putting this out, this absolute balls out. Barefaced, like, I think her cognitive functions are deteriorating daily.
Well, I don't wonder with all the shite she shoves in herself. A healthy diet would help. Not that you'll listen.
So it's been really, really helpful to recently start this, and he's just really happy. So I'm super, super, super relieved. So yeah, I am headed to the gym, and my mom and I were actually going to go to the beach today.
So this is what you abandoned your baby for at daycare, so that you could go to the gym and then go to the beach with your mother. Now, granted, he probably couldn't go to the gym with you unless they have a creche, but he could certainly have gone to the beach with you and Numpty Nancy. What's wrong with that picture? You put your kid in daycare so you could go and sit your fat ass down on a beach. You're a disgrace.
I'm running out of words to describe what I feel that thing is.
Well, I'll tell you what I feel. Revulsion.
We went to the beach with Anderson the other day when I was not vlogging.
What are you talking about? You filmed him at the beach the other day, where you wouldn't even let him stick his toes in the bloody sea. Stop with this gaslighting. It's bullshit.
It's transparent and it offends every member of the audience who's got more than 2 brain cells banging together.
Yeah. And this is what her stands absolutely lap up.
This is the word I'm grasping for. She's offensive.
She is offensive.
Like, I kind of associate the beach now with like going when I was pregnant. I think about that, and it just makes my heart warm and fuzzy.
Eh? What heart? It makes her heart warm and fuzzy. You don't have a fecking heart. You know what would make you warm and fuzzy? Taking your 10-month-old baby with you to the beach. What do you mean? When you're pregnant, oh, it's all so precious. And oh, you've got a baby there. The baby that you craved. The baby that you told everybody you were desperate for. And what have you done since he was born? Banged him in daycare or banged him in bed and largely ignored him.
Yeah. It's time to stop now, Alejandro. It's time to stop, wake up, smell the coffee, get a reality check, because you're karmic debt, girl. When that comes knocking, ooh, eat your heart out, Meryl in Syria.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm choking on my spit.
See y'all at the gym.
Here we go then. This is when the real work starts, because I'm expecting about at least 30 minutes of intensive workout at the gym.
That's probably sounds about right, Karen.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect her to vlog.
Yeah.
Then we can say, well, yeah, okay.
Fair dibs.
That's work, yeah.
Yeah.
Make that into content, fair
Yeah,
enough. So,
yeah.
shall we see what she did?
Let's have a look.
Ten seconds. 10 seconds of footage. That's what she put Anderson into daycare for, so she could vlog 10 seconds at a gym. Are you fucking kidding me?
Are we sure, though, she hasn't got a job as a cleaner at the gym?
Well, if she has, she only did 10 seconds of work. Fuck me. I can't even believe it. This is what really made me angry.
Yeah.
This is what she's saying. She needed time alone to do.
Yeah.
To do all this productive work.
Yeah.
10 fucking seconds at the gym.
And that was probably the lot of it.
Yeah, the extent of it. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just get my camera out here. Wipe this handle down. Do a quick 2 steps on the treadmill.
And back to the get the deep fat fryer on.
Yeah, before I head off for a chilled afternoon at the beach with Numpsy Nancy. Kin hell, man.
All right, I am back home from the gym. I'm not going to shower because my mom and I are going to the beach, but it's also raining, so I don't know how that's going to be. It's supposed to, like, stop raining, but it's not going to, like, get sunny. But I think we're still just going to go and have, like, a relaxing time and just, like, listen to the waves, take a walk on the beach.
You dirty bitch. You've apparently gone and had a good workout at the gym, so you'll be stinking. You're a great big fat bird, so you'll be stinking anyway, and you've not bothered to have a shower because something or other.
Because they're going to the beach.
You dirty, dirty bitch.
So everybody at the beach has to stank you. Ugh.
Mind you, I hear tell she's always been a dirty bitch.
Well, and again, you see, they're going to chill, little walk, da-da-da-da. Wouldn't Anderson have loved that? Wouldn't Anderson have loved meeting other babies on the beach?
I don't know, I think with the stench of a probably daycare would be the best place for him.
He's in the best place possible.
He is, yeah.
And I seriously doubt he's in there 2 days a week. I bet he's in there 5 days a week.
I hope he's in there 7 days a week for his own...
sanity.
Well, yeah.
Words really sometimes just fail me.
Well, they're not failing me today.
Following this was 2.5 minutes of her grifting makeup and marinating chicken. More productive work, I guess.
Oh, dear, dear.
Oh, we're skipping that, you'll be glad to hear.
Let's try them on over my bathing suit. Oh, okay. Oh, we're crunching a little bit. I got the 3X. The Skims, I wear the 2X. Okay, I gotta pull these up way higher. Welcome to my channel. But, like, it still looks really good.
They feel good, they feel secure, they feel sturdy.
There's an actual cod piece there.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Or a cricket box.
Yeah.
Or one of the, the willy guards that the footballers wear. Jockstrap, but with a shell.
Yeah.
So she's managing to cover up the meat and 3 veg.
Not very well.
A bit.
Not very well.
And this is the dirty bitch who doesn't shower. I'm amazed she's not got raging kidney infections.
Yeah. But thankfully, thank the Lord in all his heavens, she's keeping these, she said. Because if she was going to send those back, I would throw up. Because, let's face it, she's still not showered. She's just changed into a swimming costume with a stanky body and she's trying on this garment.
And you just know that there's an awful lot of fungus colonising. It's that area is very fungally. Mm-hmm. With the dampness and the bacteria.
Right, I think that's...
All right, then.
Thank you. But, yeah, slaying the work day there, Mama Dukes.
Oh.
This next section is her and Numpsy Nancy at the beach. I'm going to cut some out of it because it was très boring, but the bit I'm cutting out is where she was talking about what she'd taken for her lunch whilst they sit on the beach.
I was going to ask you about the packed lunch. Is that what she's got in her cheeks?
She's got lunch for days in them cheeks. Anyway, I'm going to move on to... This is Numpsy Nancy's glow up. You won't believe this. You will not believe what this woman comes out with. I promise.
I'll brace myself.
Everyone wants to know about your glow up. My glow up, you guys. Okay, so here's what's up. Okay, my GP put me on medicine because you have that really close to my face.
I'm on it for 6 bloody years until finally I go to the doctor for my sleep apnea. And she's like, why are you on 400 milligrams? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, that's crazy. I'm like, my GP diagnosed me with that or prescribed that. Anyway, it makes you gain weight and it makes you constipated. So for 6 straight years, I didn't take a except maybe once a week after taking a ton of laxatives. Okay, I'll take it. 6 years, guys. 6 bloody years. I gained weight. I didn't shit. I was miserable. Suddenly, the person I went to for my sleep apnea is like, yeah, this is why you gained weight. This is why you can't shit. This is why you have sleep apnea, because you've gained so much weight. The fat in your neck is choking you.
Oh my God. She's pond life, isn't she?
She really is pond scum.
Scum of the earth. Rough as a badger's arse.
She sat there on a beach where there are other people shrieking into a camera about how she couldn't defecate and only did when she took laxatives. I'm sure everybody who's out there to enjoy the day really wanted to hear that tale.
Yeah, several times.
Yeah. And then shrieking with laughter because she had to use a CPAP because the neck fat was so bad.
And it's these tablets that put the weight on. Nothing to do with the food she's eaten,
No,
Karen.
no, of course not.
I remember those tablets that just make you absorb fat from the air. Not.
Yeah, you just breathe it in. Breathe it in and put 17 pounds on an hour. Oh, she's disgusting.
You can
She's
see.
absolutely filthy. She turned my stomach. I'm not kidding. And I'm quite a woman of the world. I'm not prudish. You know, nothing really surprises me or shocks me, but that did. That did.
She's as coarse.
Yeah.
Do you know what she reminds me of here with the screaming and the shouting about shit? When I worked in psychiatry, elderly, burned out schizophrenic ladies.
Yeah.
They'd been institutionalised all their lives, but they become burned out.
Yeah.
They're not so florid. But what's left is a very disinhibited, shouldn't really be let amongst the general populace back in the day. It's all different now. Because they were institutionalised, couldn't survive outside the institution. That's what she looks like, and that's what she sounds like.
Yeah. Also, as a side note, I had to really hone in on her face because she looks like she's sporting a magnum moustache there.
I can't see it, but...
Whether it's just because we're looking on a tiny screen.
Yeah.
But to me, you know that, what's he called at the start of FFG's video? Wilford Bramley.
Oh, Wolf, yeah.
And he's got diabetes.
I tell you what, she's very Desperate Dan chinny as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, let's not get into Desperate Dan
No,
again. Because,
let's not.
That wasn't understood. Desperate Dan's a character from one of the British comics. He's a big beefcake and he's got a very bristly chin.
Yeah.
But, you might want to consider some hair removal there.
Or perhaps booking yourself in somewhere permanently.
On a,
Rough, man.
Yeah, disgusting.
And
Absolutely
they put
disgusting.
themselves above and talk down.
Oh,
to
darling, they're the Martha's Vineyard jet set, don't you know?
Darling, I'm afraid we shan't be entertaining them.
No, we won't have them round for lunch,
Oh,
darling.
my goodness, darling.
No, riff-raff.
I think they'd offend the staff.
Oh, absolute riff-raff, darling.
We'll get Jeeves to see them off if they turn up.
That's
darling.
right, yes. Tell them to go around the back entrance and cook and give them some scraps.
Tradesman's entrance.
That's the one, yes. All I can say is thank God Anderson wasn't there, actually.
Oh.
Because these two, on their own, in the wild...
Rough.
Oh.
Are you guys back home from the beach? I have about an hour and a half until I'm gonna go pick up Anderson, so I'm about to sit down and just finish all the computer work I have to do today. On the way home, my mom and I stopped and I picked this up. I bought this used huge activity cube for Anderson.
A used, i.e. second-hand, activity cube for Anderson. Now, let me make one thing clear. I do not oppose recycling in any way, shape or fashion, and I fully support people recycling toys, especially good quality toys, and this one looks like a good quality toy. However, the point I'd like to make is, how many used goods do you buy yourself, Mama Dukes?
And how many articles of clothing have you squeezed that stinking body into, dropped them on the floor, and put them in a pop-up shop to sell them? But everything for you has got to be pristine and new and in vogue and on a trend on TikTok. But, oh well, it's only a kid.
Now, if it was anybody else, I'd say, oh, great find. You know.
Everything we say about Alejandro is directed to Alejandro because she's a unique waste of space.
Correct.
But it was really chill. It was just like such a chill time to just like husa, reset. It was really nice time with Mama, because obviously now we're always with Anderson. Love it. It's the best. But it was nice just to have a moment with my mom alone. So we had a nice time.
So you got rid of Anderson so that you could reset. You must be on factory settings permanently because you're always bloody resetting. And spend some time alone with Numpty Nancy to talk about her bowels. And it was nice. Do I get the feeling you're a little bit jealous when Anderson's there and Numpty Nancy pays attention to him? Is that what it's about? You're not centre of the universe. Well, you're not the centre of the universe.
Well, I think that was altogether a jolly productive day. 10 seconds at the gym, grifting, marinating chicken, going to the beach and talking about a constipated grandma, shrieking at the top of her voice and being as coarse can be, and then coming home, and she opened more parcels here, which I've cut out because that's not content either, what you got through the mail. And that was that. So that was the day she spent without Anderson, with Anderson at daycare. I'm glad he was at daycare. I despise her for putting him in daycare to do this nonsense. However, for the sake of Anderson and his well-being, I'm sure he's in a better place.
Oof, all day long. When are you going to get a wash as well, dirty bitch?
What do you think? Once he can, like, stand, he'll love this part. Oh, he said, no, I'll play with it now. This is a fun spin. You love the spin. Wow, nice. All right, it's a hit. Yeah, you love little beads.
Did you fail to notice Bruno there, showing great interest? Did you include him? Did you give him a little stroke on the head for being a good boy and being very calm around the baby and the toy? What's going on here? The poor dog now has his nose pushed out. He's very interested in the baby. He's very good around the baby, and you should be encouraging that. And instead, you completely ignore him. You really are the lowest of the low pieces of shit, Alexandra Rodriguez.
Okay, with that, I cannot comment anymore because I can't.
No.
Well, I can, but I won't.
No, we have to respect the terms of service.
We do.
And we do already push the boundaries a little, so...
And I'm being terribly restrained.
Oh, we both are.
Yes.
You can probably hear it.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll leave it there.
Yes.
We'll say thank you very much for watching. Do let us know what you think about this whole situation down in the comments.
Thank you if you made it this far. We do adore you all, and we'll probably come back another day laughing and giggling.
Hope so.
Yeah. I can feel a phone call between Chubs and Meryl coming on.
We need it. We need it.
It's the only thing that makes us... Chubs and Meryl makes us bloody giggle. That's what we've come to. It's where we are.
Right, we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Back at the beginning of everything, I would look stupid or the fat girl at the tennis court. And you know what? I have thigh chafe, thick thigh light. Get after it. Let's do some tennis.